Well, I just finished Peter James's latest book, The Hawk is Dead. It's number 21 in the Roy Grace series, and I'll tell you what, it's a pretty interesting book. Here's the setup. Queen Camilla is traveling from London to Brighton on a royal train, and I guess that's the British Railroad equivalent of Air Force One. Anyway, she gets derailed in a tunnel just outside of Brighton. And when they come out of the tunnel, a royal aide who's standing close to her, maybe 4 feet away, gets picked off by a sniper. Now, what happens is the Metropolitan Police and the people who are responsible for the protection of the king and the queen and the royal family all think that Camilla was the target. Roy Grace doesn't think she was the target. He thinks she's the distraction. So the story goes, Roy Grace battles with these people to take control of the investigation, which, quite frankly, is a little bit tiresome, but I guess it's something that Peter James had to do to explain why Roy Grace is involved in this. You find out who the principal bad guys are somewhere along the way in the book. But you don't get the main bad guy until you get to the very end. Pretty interesting thing. A pretty interesting book. Now, one of the things that's really interesting about it is the insight you get into the operations of Buckingham Palace. You know, you've got a pretty big staff of people in the royal household, but also you have a load of people who are responsible for being curators of the art there. You know, Buckingham Palace and, the British Crown is more or less like the Vatican Library. It's got a lot of stuff in it, very valuable stuff. And, Peter James points out that Queen Camilla is his #1 fan, so it's pretty clear that he got special access to everything going on in Buckingham Palace and people surrounding the king. Now, the other thing I found interesting is the note that he has at the end of the book, where he explains how he put this story together. It turns out Queen Camilla had asked him to write a Roy Grace mystery in London in 2019. Now, it took him, 6 years to get this book together. And he explains how he found things out that were going on in current events involving Buckingham Palace and how that germinated into this book. Very interesting. If you're a Roy Grace fan, you don't want to miss this book. I thought it was pretty good, very interesting, especially from the point of view of me, an American. I found the operations of what's going on with the British Crown very interesting indeed. See you next week.